so I've got the bike up on the lift here, and my plan is to strip off everything. So all the body work, all of this stuff, the chain guard, the electrical harness, the airbox, pull the carburetors off. Obviously the gas tank will go on the shelf, strip down literally everything else on it. And so a lot of this stuff's going to end up getting for sale here. I do want to keep the stock tachometer. I love that white face tachometer. It's so cool. I wish it had a Suzuki logo on it, but it doesn't. And I'll make a new mount for that and run the stock tachometer. For a custom wiring harness, I'm thinking I would just have the tach. I would just have a low oil pressure light on the dash, and then possibly just a light to let me know that the bike is turned on. I am planning on running it as a track day bike without the generator and stator assembly, which lives under here, right? And get rid of that rotating mass and the weight. Those things are actually kind of heavy. So the pickup trigger is built into that, so it might take some machining, but I'm just going to run a 12-volt battery just to fire the CDI and the ignition. So this is my shop space I'll be doing it in. It is built in. I'm partnered with Motorcycle Missions, so it generally looks like a disaster area. I'm a bit of a mad scientist when it comes to motorcycles, but I'm not going to apologize for it. It's just the way I work, and if you're super uptight and OCD in a different way, I understand. Maybe this is not going to be the channel for you. All right, Gen X Gearhead here. You'll have to excuse the harsh lighting, but I want you guys to be able to see stuff. I pulled the bodywork off. The gas tank and the tail section are off. All the electrical is still hooked up, but this is the first time the thing's been on the bench. Got some oil leaks and other weirdness. Notice some very 90s kind of things, which is kind of cool. So check this out. It's like a rubber flap right there that goes through the frame. See that? And that's what keeps the dirt coming off, besides this enormous mud guard. Airbox, blah, blah, blah. I did pull the radiator cap off of it, and she's got relatively fresh looking fluid in there, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not sure. There is oil in the engine, which is fairly clean, I think. So I've got a jump battery, and let's do this together. All right, so we're all hooked up. Got a jump pack going up to the battery here off to this end of the starter solenoid. It's literally the first time I'm turning this thing on here. Oh, we got a headlight. Sweet. All right, that's a good sign. That's good. Got a tail light. All right, license plate light underneath there. Oh, I lost my ground. Let's put that back on. I can hear things clicking. All right, something clicking over. Oh, probably the turn signal relay or something. Let's see if those work. No. No, turn signal's not working. All right, here we go. Let's see if this thing turns over. Oh man, I'm nervous. Let's see, starter button. I got nothing. Am I in neutral? Yeah, neutral light's on. Oh, I wonder if this has got a clutch interlock. Probably does. All right, this one-handed recording thing sucks, so I put a piece of Velcro over there to hold the clutch in. So, run switch is on, lights on. Here we go, guys. Ooh, all right. It's turning over. Do that again. Well, I'm hearing a little thunking in there. I'm hoping that's just the clutch. So I just got like a small lead on this. I can already feel the wires heating up. So, but it turns over. So that's the first sign. That's a good feeling. So what next? I don't know. Maybe I'll pull this cover off. Looks like it's been off before. So let me just pull that off and hand crank it around and see how it feels. That was definitely one of those jobs that was harder than it should be, but I ended up using a big washer to tire iron through it to match this kind of radius as best I can. It's still, that's tight, man. Which, you know, 30-year-old motorcycle, there's a pretty good chance that things are gonna be tight. So, let's see what's underneath here. The end of the crankcase, I can put a wrench on that and just turn it over by hand. Okay, so I can turn it over. I hit what I think is a top dead center, and then it's hard to push through. One, hits kind of a point. Two, three, oh, that last one was stiffer. So I hear a little bit of, let's see what's going on in here. Now these things are known to have cam chain tensioners that go bad, so, but if it had broken a valve, it wouldn't be able to turn over at all, either by hand or on the motor. So, gosh, what do we do next? What do you think, fellas and ladies? I think we keep stripping it apart, because if the engine is toast, then my only real option is to like start tearing the motor apart and see what actually is going to need to be done to make the motor viable. So I was happy that it turned over on the starter motor. It doesn't sound like it's banging into anything. God knows the last time this thing ran, certainly a while ago. So so let's just double check stuff. I think what I'm going to end up doing here is pulling off the airbox, maybe the carburetor bank, shine a light down into the cylinders and see what I see down there. Pull spark plugs, look down into there, and really just start stripping this thing apart. Because if this project ends up being a total dud, then all I can really do is just sell the parts and hopefully make back some money and turn it into something else. So you guys are along for the ride with me, for better or worse, so I appreciate the support, and appreciate any, you know, subscribe or whatever else you want to do, man. It's totally cool. Just thanks for hanging out. I'll do another video as I pull things apart, and we'll put that into the next episode, I guess. Well, guys, the spark plug tells the story of what happens inside that motor. It blew up fast.